killed up right here, and you can see where it's dead right there, and just right here on this side of the corn. And I'm putting a stand up into this tree, a lock-on stand. Had a mock scrape here from last year, but just field of corn, and I'm gonna get this stand up. Just one off Amazon. I think these sticks were like the cheapest ones I could find, and also the cheapest stand. But I put it up the other day, and it seemed to work pretty good. So I'm gonna put it up in the tree here, and I'll get back to you guys. Well, we're down on the ground to put the stand up. It's right up there, about 25 feet up, I think. But we have a food plot right here. I'm gonna plow this all up and get it planted up for a nice rain, and hopefully we'll have a nice food plot for the deer, and then the corn that they can eat on. Well, we just moved stand number 2. It's gonna be a food plot right here. I'm gonna trim this tree up a little bit. I'll have a V to shoot through right here into the food plot, as well as right here. I'm gonna cut that little kicker limb off and trim some of this up. But this is down here at the river. I killed my first bow deer right along the river. You see that brown over there? That's the actual river. It's muddy right now. Got some rain, but then behind me is just open kinda. I can shoot through there. Might do a little trimming up back there too, but. Well, we're going out to cut some shooting lanes for some stands we moved around today. As you guys saw earlier, we moved the ladder stand, put up that lock-on stand, and then we shifted a different stand. I don't know if I recorded that one, but I'll show you guys that. But I got the weed eater. I might cut a little bit of grass around the stands. I got the attachment for that, the chainsaw attachment thing you put on the piece right here. It uses like a chainsaw for little saplings and whatnot. And then I got the long pole saw, which extends out, and that'll help me get some really high up limbs. And then I also got this little trimmer thing for some little saplings maybe up in the tree. A little bit easier to handle than all the other big stuff. So I'll see you guys at the first spot. Alright, so we made it to the lock-on spot where I hung this stand today. I'm gonna climb up and see what limbs I need to cut, and then I'll come down and cut them, and then I'll climb back up and make sure I got everything. Last year, the buck I killed came down that hill and he walked out right here. Didn't really have any complaints on that. I can cut a little bit more back here, I think, and trim up this tree I know I saw earlier for the shooting lane right here, and maybe cut some this direction. I had some deer right here that if it was a buck I might not have had a shot at them, but I'm gonna climb up and see what it looks like. So well, I'm gonna put you on the time lapse, and we're gonna get to cutting. We're going to the river stand, gonna cut some shooting lanes there at that tree stand that I moved. And my dad just bush hogged today, so I'll show you guys what it looks like and where we're gonna have the food plot at. So stay tuned. Alright, so we're down here at the river. This is gonna be the food plot right here. It's not too big. My tree stand's right here. I'm also going to extend this food plot into here. So it'll be a little funnel right here, and their food, and then there'll be some over here. I had some here last year, but it wasn't a whole lot. I mean, well, it was, but this whole area, but it didn't grow good because of the canopy. So what I'm doing right now is I got this pole saw extended all the way out as far as I can, and I'm getting these big limbs up here. Just trying to open that canopy up, get some sunlight down here to the ground, And hopefully we'll have a good growth this year. So I'll put you guys on my head and we'll get back to work. Well, the canopy has been opened for this area. Now I gotta get all these limbs out. Hopefully I got a rope in the four-wheeler to drag them out. Of course not. Why would I ever have a strap? Well, gotta run to the house and get a strap. Hauling these canopy tree tops off. Looks like I got 2 in 1 with this one. Great big old limbs, but once we get these hauled off over here, we're gonna start cutting the shooting lane, making sure we keep enough cover in the tree, but also enough to have some shots at the deer when they come out. So we'll get these pulled over here and I'll pick you guys back up. I'm up in the tree stand. I actually have really good cover in this stand. I got these limbs that come out right here, kind of block my movement a little bit. They're right below me. Got all these trees to my left going out. I got this V tree, which I'm gonna cut the limb in between that so I can shoot right through the V. And probably trim back some of those limbs hanging down. Trim up. Well, just got finished up trimming here. I'll show you guys the finished product. Over here, I trimmed up through these trees. There's all kinds of different lanes. One close, one back in there. That's all gonna be food plot. I'm gonna cut it off probably right there somewhere. Just depending on how much seed I got. And then I got a farther lane in case one slips by me or something, or he comes out right there and stops, looks at me. I can shoot him. Then I got this open area. I got these here in case one's right under me. Hopefully they won't see me. Then I got the V. And then that tree hanging down is where that scrape is, or scrape was last year. I'm gonna turn it into a mock scrape. And we'll pretty much be ready for deer season. What's up, guys? It's August 17th. And today we're getting those food plots in the ground. Till up the ground right here. And as you can see, my stand is, where is it? It's hard to see. Stand is right there. But we're gonna till up this ground, put this food plot in, and then we got another spot at the river we're gonna till up and get that food plot in. So busy day today, and also very exciting because this is the future for the 2025 deer season, and hopefully we can harvest a nice buck off our property here. So stay tuned and we'll get this ground tilled up. Number 2 now to fill that up, and then we'll plant. Most of the plot here. I'm sitting up in the tree stand. I'll flip the camera around and show you guys what it looks like. Kind of made a little shape. It's like a little mini circle over here into the main plot. So hopefully they work their way eating from either side and just go through here right in front of my stand. But I can pretty much shoot the whole plot, probably 40, 50 yards all the way to the other end, but right in the middle, probably 30. So right in the wheelhouse, pretty much. So yeah, looks good. I'm gonna kill up a little bit more, and then I'm gonna head to the house, get the seed, and I'm gonna get that seed out, and hopefully it'll start growing, and that'll be the end of this video. And the next video will probably be getting permission, hunting other places, or closer to season, and hopefully have a big buck on camera that we're going after on opening day. So stay tuned. 2 hours later. It's time to put the seed in the ground. I got Big Sexy from Domain and Green Machine from Domain, and then some clover from my local store. But I think I'm gonna put Green Machine out here in this plot, and I might mix some of that other clover I got, and maybe mix a little bit of Big Sexy in here as well. And then at the river, I'm gonna use the rest of the Big Sexy and the rest of that clover. So we'll go ahead and start putting it out right here ahead of this big rain, which will hopefully pack it down on the ground, and we'll be good to go. So I'm gonna get it out, and I'll get back to you guys once I get it out. All right, so I just got that seed out. Just broadcasted it out by hand, and just right here. Hopefully we will have good growth on it, and we'll be ready to harvest a nice deer. We'll come up in the tree stand and see what the plot looks like overall from up high. So I'll show you guys that, and then we're gonna head to the river and get that planted. Made it down here to the river spot. Got the other Domain seed here, Green Machine. I can't remember what I said earlier, but I don't know. I'm just putting them out. I think all the Big Sexy, or most Big Sexies at my other spot by the corn, but I'm gonna put out some Green Machine here at the river, and I think I have a little bit of Big Sexy left, so I'm gonna spread some of that out here as well, and then some clover from my local store. Broadcast it out here as well. So I'll get back to you guys once we get this plot done, and yeah. Well, we just got that seed out, broadcast it here, and then on the other side of this dirt pile there's a little plot, and that was Green Machine and a little bit of clover mixed in, and then a little bit of Big Sexy. So we should have a good turnout this year of deer, at least I'm hoping. Cut shooting lanes, move tree stands, got food plots in. There's not much else we can do besides wait for deer season. Practice with my bow, obviously, but I try to shoot a little bit every day. But thank you guys for watching.